Good morning. Good morning, my early birds. I've actually been up since 3 o'clock, so I thought I'd come down here and do an early bird. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Good morning. Oh, we have a lot to cover today. A lot. Hi, everyone. Trying to get my little Raven to come over and lay down. Raven, over here, baby. So she'll come over and lay on her stuff. Hi, everyone. Give everybody a minute or two to jump in. I usually, and I've been doing like a Monday night, and I thought I would just go to sleep early and get up and do an early bird. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Hi, everyone. Let's see who is all here. My goodness. Annie, Bonnie, Bo Smith, Wildheart, Kate Bill, Debbie K, Carol, Kaya Noel, Allison, Dolores, Linda, TMA. You guys' names on here kind of crack me up sometime. Terry. Hi, Terry. Barb, Liz, Craig.
Just to confirm, you'd like to call Liz from YT Card Reader?
No, I don't.
Who would you like to call?
Nobody. Why are you talking to me? What did I do? Why is my phone talking to me? All right. There we go. Put that down on silent. Where's everybody at? I always like to know that. What part of the country you guys are at this time of the hour? Karen. Vixen Doe. Morning. It's calling whimsy. Weird. All right. So people were asking me what kind of Palo Santos cones. I'm gonna start up one of these. These are the cones, Palo Santos cones. And this is the company that I use. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Can you guys see that at all? Da, 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 da. Why is my lighting so bad? Hang on a second. Let's see if maybe that. Yeah, no, that's better. Anyways, you guys can get the gist of it. I'm gonna do one of those. I'll put this on warm. Whew, we got a lot to go over. I have a big list. I know that, correct me if I'm wrong, but today is the first day of the commission. And I heard that they're going to have the Capitol Police testify today. Good morning, Jackie. So I wanted to kind of get into that energy for sure to see how that's going to go and see, because I think the Capitol Police, if you guys have been paying attention about with 45, he's been talking with people on other news things, whatever his news people who will listen to him. And he said that the Capitol Police were like ushering them in. They were taking selfies. Oh, there was a lot of love that day. A lot of love. They were just welcoming him in, and it was, so I'm pretty sure that he probably really made them really angry of what he's been saying, like it's their fault. What do you mean? They let them in. So I'm kind of not anxious, but excited or anticipating what they're saying, what they're going to say, and how they're going to lay that out. Oh yeah, if he's talking, he is lying. Oh, absolutely. Well, when he says there was a lot of love that day, he's not talking about the love for the government. He's not talking about the love for the Capitol building. He's talking about a lot of love that day for me. Because remember, he's selfish and self-centered, and that's all he thinks about. So when he says there was a lot of love that day, he sees it a lot of love for me. So that's all he's trying to convey. It's just unbelievable. We've all gotten a huge lesson in narcissistic behavior with having 45. I don't even like calling him 45 anymore. The monster, the previous monster. I mean, he just doesn't deserve to have any title whatsoever. He doesn't represent the whole of the United States, for sure. Now I'm opening up white sage. They are these. Negative 45, I agree. Negative 45. So I definitely want to throw some cards onto that. Maybe do some remotes. I got my new Prism Oracles, which are fantastic. I was watching Lilac Lantern yesterday, and she got hers before I got mine. I'm so jealous. But so I got mine, my Prism Oracles, which are fantastic. I really do enjoy cards with words, and this is the reason why. For one thing, I am not trying to have a memory of an elephant. I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. I've conceded to my innermost self that Sheila forgets crap. That's what it is. But I also want to read my cards with all of its depth and weight. So I have found a way, and I truly believe when people, that's the reason why we have so many cards with words on them, is because I'm not the only one that is not trying to memorize every single card with everything. Like, that's too much. I see it as somebody else's poetry on the tarot cards, and I really find that beautiful. So I really do like cards with words on them. So I know back in the olden days, I'm telling you, if there was ever a reader, say even maybe 25 to maybe 30 years ago, boy, I tell you what, you would have been like judged heavily for having cards with words on them, because I don't know. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, we'll get some sage going now that we have our space being cleansed. No, maybe my raven will come. Take some coffee. How is everybody this morning? I know I got the full range of when I'm on. I get it. That's the Gemini for you. All right. I do want to look at the commission, but let's look at a few other people first. And I still have my dowsing rods. I love these things. I was teaching my my 7-year-old grandson how to douse. He wanted to know, you know what he wanted to know? He wanted to know if he was going to own a Lamborghini. At 7 years old. He's like, will I own a Lamborghini? And I looked at him and it went, yes. I'm like, absolutely. And then I went on to, I'm like, is Ethan going to go to college? Yes. Is it? You know what I mean? They are so much fun. And he wanted to, And there's also another. I'm not into cars. He is. My grandson, as we're driving, he can tell you this is he could have done this at 5. He would tell you the model, the make, and the type of car that is next to everywhere. He goes, "Oh, there's a blah blah blah. There's a blah blah blah." I'm like, really? He's into cars. So much into cars. Okay. Upwards and onwards, right? Yes. When I lived in Kansas briefly, there was some, but there was a lot of them that were they bought land, and they would call me up, and I would actually do it with a Y twig, to go find water for them so that they knew a spot to drill for their well. And I was very popular because I was like 98% correct, 100% correct. I would go and douse for water. But I would just literally go get a green, pretty much a green twig, or a Y twig off of a tree, and I would hold it like this. I don't know why back then I would pick it up and I would hold it like this. And I think it was just to prove to them that I wasn't making it up, because I would hold it like this and then it would go whoosh, and I got splinters and all kinds of things in my hands because I could not stop it from going down. But I found a lot of water and helped them out. And of course, like if it goes down a little bit, there's a little bit of water. If it goes whoosh, there was a lot of water there. So I love dowsing. And it wasn't until I did on my members side of my channel. If I can just remember names, I think I would be absolutely a perfect human being. But she does the Akashic records. Gosh dang it, I can't remember her name right now. Why can't I remember her name? I see her lovely, beautiful face. But anyways, I realized that I can douse for anything. You can douse for anything. If you've forgotten something, or if you have a yes or no question, you can douse for anything. So, hi, Linda. Hi, Tawana. Linda Sandoval. Okay, some upcoming announcements before we get started here. I think tomorrow evening I'm going to do another like civic, I guess, video with my gosh, the names are gone. I guess when I wake up in the morning, the name of people just leaves me. Hang on a second. Let me get this right so that I can tell you. Nancy from Nancy Jean's garden. Her and I are going to do another video, more political conversation with Jean. So please show if you show up. It was very interesting. If you haven't seen the last one, please go do that. She is incredibly knowledgeable about the electrical political political arena, and I learn a lot from her as well. Yeah, Nancy Dean is wonderful. So she's my go-to girl. So we're going to do that on Wednesday at 5 p.m. I also, on right before the new moon of August 8th, I'm going to do another letting go ceremony with Theosophia, and I'm gonna try to get a third person in there. I'm not going to announce who it is yet because I haven't asked them. So, but I'm going to try to get a third person in there. So definitely show up for that. That's going to be on the Wednesday before the 8th. So whatever that is, the 4th. The 4th of August, we're going to do another letting go ceremony. So definitely show up for that. Good stuff. You know, we had to balance. We had to balance between doing these political readings and then also keeping ourselves inside and everything else we do in our life in, you know, in check. We have to, you know, keep that balance up. So these are the reasons for the other stuff that also comes into this channel to make sure that it stays balanced. So, all right. So what do we have here? And I'm pretty sure, and if anybody else has any other names, I can do it. But I have down here McCarthy, Joshua Hawley, Tom Barrick, because there's 1,070,000 missing from the campaign money. Wonder where that went. Let's see. Nancy Pelosi. I want to check on see what her game plan is and her success in the commission. I also have Robert Murdoch because apparently Fox News is having problems. I mean, if they're willing to say that the vaccine is good to go, there's something going wrong, right? I want to find out what that is. Tucker Carlson. I want to see what's up with that demon. Fox News being removed from the TV stations. There was a thing out from what was that ad that they were doing? They were doing saying call your local stations and tell them to remove the Fox News because all they do is lie to you. So you can do that. You can call everybody. You can call. They say, hey, take it off. I'm tired of the misinformation, and they're really worried about that. And let's see what else we got. I thought I had more. Yeah, I mean, even though they say that they're not real news, I kind of wanted to check in on Jim Jordan because he got his little, he got his panties in a bunch because he was rejected, and he went off the rails. I wanted to kind of check in on him. He's a little demon. I saw that, or he was told off. A guy in Minnesota was in. I would have. See, if I have this now. If I ever see one of them demons near me or close to me, I'm not going to be quiet about it. In fact, I'll be the loudest person wherever we're at. And this is what I'll use. That guy was awfully quiet. I would have been tons louder and made sure that the whole coffee shop heard what I was saying. But this was my plan because if crazy Marjorie and her pet pedophile comes to my town or anywhere in my near vicinity, I'm showing up. Somebody told me to bling it out. I'm going to do that. I'll put some stones on it and some bling. Oh, Christopher Ray. That is true because Christopher Ray, if you're going, yeah. Ooh. The moment I say Christopher Ray, my waterworks coming. So, stop it. Okay, I want to do, start. Jackie says, start with your neighborhood demon, Bobert. I have did a remote on her where she was losing her stuff, her companies and everything. Okay. Happy birthday, Linda. Is today your birthday? You, Leo, you. It is your season. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of people to get through, huh? Well, we'll throw a few cards on everybody. And if I feel the need to do a remote on somebody, I will. See how it goes. Happy birthday to you, Linda. Okay, up first, Bobert. My little demon, my own little very own Colorado tiny demon. She's not gonna stay. Yeah, she has her own restaurant. Yes, she is that one. But in my remote, she's losing money, she's losing her restaurant, she's just not doing very well in Colorado. All right, let's see what her, because with the commission, they're going to find out a lot about her and Marjorie, the crazy Marjorie. Let's see what we have. Charity, right off the bat. That's how she got in, was with Charity, because there was a story, and there's proof of it, that she had debt prior to running for Congress, and then she has no debt, like a lot of money, like it was paid off just like that. So somebody's like, we'll pay off your debt, you run for Congress, and you be the terrorist that you are. The Ace of Pentacles, she accepted it. Then we have the King of Swords. You have to vie for the King of Swords. You have to vie for Trump. You have to be loyal to Trump in order for you to get this. And then we also have the Eight of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups where she's turning around and all of her options are being taken away from her. Interesting. Interesting with the little Bobert. I'm changing cards though. I'm going to change cards. I wonder if the Republican Party searched them out or if they contacted them. I was kind of wondering how they found these little demons all over the place. I guess for them, you know, fame is fame. Fame is fame. Yeah, they probably found them on Twitter, searching for all of them. All right, since we did Bobert, let's do Marjorie. Let's see what's going on with her. Marjorie. Marjorie is worried. She's really worried. Like she's losing her touch. She's losing she's really worried. She's worried because she's losing her strength. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So she's worried about losing her strength with the Queen of Pentacles. She used to be able to draw millions, and she's worried that she's not being able to do that. Because I also have the Ace of Pentacles. Like she was the one that brought the money, but she's not doing very well. So they're going to have to make some really, really hard choices with her. They really are making some mental hard choices with her. I mean, you're only as good as what they use you for. But if you start losing your job, the reason why you're there, the Republican Party is going to let you. They're going to care less about you. And I think that's what she's feeling the most right now, is that she's feeling the cut and the sting of her own party. Because she's not bringing in the money like she's supposed to bring in. Well, let's see if there's an investigation how closely related she was to the insurrection. I do want to see that, because the investigation with her is she's the money cow. But let's see what the investigation will hold for her. If she's going to get caught up in all that. I think you're right. We have the Queen of Wands, where that's Pelosi's commission, and then we have the fighting. She's going to be held accountable for the fighting. Show enough. But that's interesting. It's interesting with her, because I didn't expect this to happen. Being paid your worth, charities showing up for her again. The Eight of Pentacles, talents doing the groundwork. Maybe she's hiding her evidence. I also had the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, where strength and balance and diplomacy. I think whatever it is that they find on her, she kind of wiggles out of it, because she's getting diplomacy in this, and she's getting charity in this. So she's going to figure out how to weasel out of it of some sort. Interesting. Hi, Geek Hillbilly. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Paulette. Yeah, she is just a tool. I 100% agree. She's just a tool. She's not, she's not no congresswoman, that's for sure. Interesting. Okay, McCarthy's game. I want to do McCarthy's game. I really want to investigate and see what McCarthy's game is. He's right after the insurrection on the floor. He's talking, Trump did this, all him. He's at fault. However, and then I watched it again. However, but if you guys go forward, it's just going to, it's going to just cause a whole bunch of rift. And what he's saying is, it's just going to cause a whole bunch of disloyal loyalties that we had in the Republican Party. They're going to leave us if you keep on talking about this. That's what he's really saying, was that we're going to lose so many voters if you guys keep on talking about the insurrection. Stop doing that. That was his whining on the floor. So now, of course, now we know that he's done a whole new 180 on it. Oh, Nancy just walked all over him. All over him. Well, here's what they did is they pushed it up. You guys want to be a part of this commission? And they all went up to the Senate. Nope. So they pushed it all the way back to her. Well, I still, because it's her job title and it's her job description, that she can do all of this. She goes, well, then I'm going to do one. And I will offer you the opportunity to be a part of this. Show me. Give me 5. Well, of course, they also in her job description, she has the ability to say no. Because why? Because you guys gave it to her from the get-go. These guys is like, they cause the problem, then they complain about it. It's just not working anymore. And Nancy just walked all over her and all over him. It's like, I got the game, you guys don't. So then she said no, then he pulls all of them. She don't care. Now she gets to go pick and choose, go tap anybody she wants because of McCarthy's little 2-year-old antics. They gave her all the power. And then they complain that she has power. Oh yeah, they called her their bluff. Oh yeah, she nailed it. The moment he picked Jim Jordan, I knew he was playing games. He wasn't serious. And it isn't Jim Jordan. I keep on looking at Jim Jordan. He has like this pale, sickly look to him, doesn't he? I wonder if he's got butt cancer, which would be fitting. That's kind of my feeling on it. Like he's got butt cancer, like colon cancer. He is very pale and sickly. He really does not look well. I don't feel like any alcohol or drugs around him, like an alcoholic version. But I do feel like it's cancer. He has. He looks like he's aged. I agree. All right, McCarthy's game. McCarthy's game. Let's see what we got with McCarthy's game. Money, of course. His game is, of course, to cause trouble at all costs. He doesn't care. I got the chariot where it's that conflict and that force, the forcing the conflict, force of the trouble. I also got the King of Wands underneath there. He wants to. Now, forgive me for not paying attention to what was going on when Barack Obama was in charge, because I was very comfortable and was very happy with our president and everything was going on. I just didn't get into it. But was McCarthy ever was he ever in charge? If not, he wants to be. So here's something that's coming right through. He does not want Trump to be House leader. He wants to be. He's going to play the game, but he knows that if there was an opportunity, he's going to take it. But that's what he wants. He wants to be in there so badly. He wants to be speaker. There we go. He wants to be speaker. Absolutely. Because he has a chariot. He's causing so much trouble and all of that because he wants to be the leader. We also have the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, where the money definitely shows up, the craftsmanship of the money, getting the money, the ability to raise money, happiness, wealthy, achievement. There's that achievement. But here's the best part about this. His community is tanking. His leadership is his people who are following him is tanking. He knows it. His party, because that's the 3 of Cups, is extremely they're leaving. They're leaving. They're leaving the king. They're leaving the party. The Five of Swords, the betrayal, the loss. And they know it. The King of Pentacles. So they're leaving the Republican Party. Not everybody that was in the Republican Party. There is more independents gaining membership than any time ever before. The Independent Party, because they can't go all the way to the Democrats. Of course not, but they can join the Independent Party. Like I'm out. But the nice thing about that, the Independent Party has generally voted democratically for a Democratic president. So there's that. That's what his game is with all of that. I wanted to check in on Josh Hawley. Haven't heard much about him. Where is he at? What is he doing? Where is that demon? Let's check in on Josh Hawley. Well, there's already a split, I'm pretty sure, in the Republican Party. However, I think 45 wants to have his own party, which is he's probably going to call the Patriots. Probably. I can only guess. And then the Republican Party, and then so it's already a split. It's already a split. For sure. Yeah, I want to see what's up with him. I want Holly to remember that we haven't forgotten about him and what he has done. For sure. All right, let's see what we got with Holly. See where he's at. There's no way Trump is going to be speaker. Interesting. So he came into this with the Knight of Swords, bravery, courage, conflict, sudden action. He came into being a congressman, right? He's a congressman. Into this with bravery, and then a romantic vision. Like he really went in there with a lot of vision. Like I can change the world. However, we have the attraction and reunion, and then the 10 of Cups. So it didn't go well. We all knew that. It hurt him really bad. And we have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, or the King of Swords, the World, and the Page of Wands, which is really interesting how he's getting a lot of these cards. The Ace of Cups, I mean, his feelings, he's heartbroken, his feelings are really hurt. He is in chaos. If there was any person that I would diagnose by the cards he gets as mental health issues, it would be him. Like legit mental health issues. We all know that the other ones are crazy. Like you guys are on the wrong side of the tracks. But I feel like he has like a personality disorder or something along that line. He's dealing with that more than anything else he's dealing with in his life. He deals with his mental health issues. And they're pretty profound. All right, let's do Tom Barrick. Let's see what his fate is. Good morning, White Dragon. What's the megaphone? The megaphone is for my protesting journeys. Yeah, if I ever come across any of them, I'm going to carry it in my car. I won't be quiet. I will make sure the whole place hears me. If I ever come across any of these demons. For sure. For entertainment purposes only. True that. Okay. Tom Barrick. Trying to get into his energy, and he's pretty dang closed off. Mark Meadows. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to get into Barrick's energy, and it's almost near impossible. But yes, I don't play around. I need coffee. I got that cup from Starbucks, and I fell in love with it. Never stopped using it. It was a while ago. Tom Barrick, come on. All right, I'm just going to throw some cards and see what happens, but yeah, I can't get in. It's really weird. Let me see what I got. He's going to claim innocence, of course. Constant effort. Page of Swords. The deceit, the spy, the deceitful person and the spy. With his constant effort. The Nine of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles, constant efforts. He's like that little okay, so the remote that I'm getting right now, literally the remote with him is that if you see a great big old huge ball of a knot, he would be the one to call to tediously undo that knot. So that means that if there was a way to manipulate and get things done in the little itty nitty gritty parts of things, he would be the one, because he would know how to do it and try to hide and try to do this and try to do that. But he got lazy. He got lazy and overconfident in his ability to manipulate and get in there and do all the detailed work. That's what got him. That's what got him. The King of Swords. We have the King of Swords and the Six of Cups. That's what got him. And they're actually friends. Him and 45 are actually good friends. Like they would call each other real good buddies. But he's going to get the lawyer and he's going to get the judge. So let me see what goes on with that. Whew, he's hard. He has a lot of high people on his side. He knows a lot of people in power. I mean, I got the Queen of Cups. I've got the Knight of Wands. I've got the King of Pentacles. I've got the Judgment. He knows a lot of people in power. And he has worked for a lot of people in power. That's the reason why he's hard to read, is because he's been doing a lot of bad stuff for a lot of people in power. Wow, I had no idea who this guy was. It's almost like if you have somebody that's a high-powered person, has a lot of money and stuff like that. Who do I call to fix this little itty-bitty criminal problem? And they're like, Tom Barrack. Yeah, that's who this guy is. But he got lazy. He made a mistake. He got complacent, thinking that he can get this done. That's how he got caught. Okay. Do I think he'll flip? No. He doesn't feel like one of those person that will flip. He feels like one of those people, like, I have a whole bunch of people I can call a favor in for, including judges, including lawyers, including all kinds of people. And he's going to play that out before he'll ever flip. He's going to call in favors before he'll flip, which I don't think he will. I don't feel a flip at all with him. Like, I know too many people. He really feels very confident of getting out of everything because of who he knows. It's almost like he can sit in front of a police officer and says, I could have you taken out tomorrow. That's his attitude. That's who he is. Yeah, I feel like Trump and him are like buddies. Like it's like a bromance, with them. They're kind of that close. Which is weird. Really weird. Really, really weird. No. Always. All right, let's do Nancy Pelosi. See how she's doing. Buds in crime. Yep. Okay, let's do Nancy Pelosi. Evil loves evil. There she is, Queen of Cups. They're intuitive, creative, visionary, self-improvement, artistic, calm, passionate, and mature woman. This is Nancy Pelosi. Justice. She's going to be fair and justice. And that's where they didn't expect her to be. She knows how to play the game, but she knows how to logically do it the fair way. Like, we're going to give them all the opportunity to play along. And that's how she got them. Sudden change, activity, visionary, success. And I've always said this. It feels like the commission to this is not going to be that long. Like they could take up to a year, if not longer. They're not expecting it to be, done before Christmas, but I have had this feeling like they're going to get something incredibly damning pretty quickly. Like within the 6 months, they're going to have some really substantial evidence on that. And they're going to go after the wealth of the whole situation, where the money went, what happened, why is it doing this? The constant effort. The money, the pentacles are coming up so much. The discovery of the money. The Page of Wands, the discovery of who funded it, who bought it, who was helping him out. Ooh, I just got a huge hit. Like they're gonna find out that they funded the Proud Boys. Somebody gave them the funds to do this, like either through hotel rooms or food or travel money. For all of those entities, and they're going to connect them to the Republican Party. Oh, that's the biggest one. That's the reason why the Pentacles have been coming up, is they're going to track the money that they gave them to get there. It's almost like they funded them to get there, and they're going to find that out. Ooh. Wow. The AG and the FBI involvement? Not at all. I've never come across any energy that the FBI was involved. I can throw some cards on it, but the AG or the FBI, not at all. Sorry, Dwight, but I've never felt that. Interesting, but she's going to be very, very successful. Let's throw some cards and see if the FBI was involved. Let's see. Just to put this one. I do have okay. So I do have a spy in the camp in the FBI, and that's the reason why that's coming through, because I do have the Three of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, meaning clearing the groundwork, like clearing the groundwork. There's a report coming in that there might be this, that, and the other, and then that got shot off to another entity. Like they had a spy in the camp, because I have the petty conflict against the Democrats. So the FBI entity, not involved. A spy in the camp? Yeah. They're going to find that out too. So that's probably where it's coming from. And that's how they can say that. Like there's the FBI was in charge because one person that did something wrong, now the whole FBI is now compromised. But there is a little bit to that. Barr probably had an incredible influence on what the FBI was doing. They hate being called the Pooh Boys. Yeah, they are. Well, they follow The poo boys following their poo man. The diaper boys have now connected to the diaper man. All right, so that was pretty good. Interesting stuff, people. Interesting stuff. Ooh, canning pickles today. Yum. Who we have next? Robert Murdoch. He is the Fox News guy, right? He's the one that owns Fox News or is in charge of Fox News or the CEO of Fox News. He's something Fox News. I'm going to see what he knows. Diaper Dawn with the Pooh Boys. Diaper Dawn with the Pooh Boys. Robert Murdoch. What is going on with you? Lustful after the money. Loss. He's losing his stability. He's losing his stability. Yeah, he's losing his stability, and his money and everything was locked up with Trump. People are making an emotional decision to walk away. People are making an emotional decision to walk away. And he's trying to create and try to ward off the judges, and he's trying to ward off the lawsuits against him, because we also have the Ace of Wands. He's trying everything he can, new cycle, new enterprise, trying to change the narrative. It's too late. It's too late. They are just not doing very well. In fact, all of these cards are lower arcana. Most of these cards were lower, so they're losing their status. And that's hurting him the most, that he's losing his clout and his status. He hung his jewels on the wrong tree. And he's losing his status. Ooh. So the remote that I just got was that he's not being invited to all of his bougie parties that he usually gets invited to. People are not wanting to hang out with him. And that's hurting him the most, is his social networking. He's losing his clout and his importance there. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that he is being sued for all of his disinformation. I agree. What my ideal thing is to render 45 an illegitimate president, and with that, anybody and everybody that he appointed as a judge or anything like that, you got to go. You weren't appointed by a legit, president. You got to go. So, before I do Tucker Carlson, I want to do Kavanaugh real quick. With that, because of the judge came up. Let's see. What is up with Kavanaugh? Everybody go hit the like button. Bam. Kavanaugh, 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 Kavanaugh. I do believe he's done. The Two of Swords, that mental balance, that truce, that stalemate, the difficult choice, and he's got the Devil. End. Failure. Judgment and Empress, because they're going to come around with all of his stuff, the Judgment and Empress. They're going to be removing him because he laid in bed with 45. Literally laid in bed with 45. There's more to the story than what he did. It's almost like control, power, and discipline. That's what he really wanted, but 45 really wanted him to get in there and do his bidding. And that's the reason why he sold his soul to the devil. But the hard choice is that he's not good, and they're going to take him out. So that's Kavanaugh. I'm doing a hard prediction there that they're going to remove him. I don't know when, but it's going to be soon. They're going to remove him. Darn. That'll be a first to remove a sitting Supreme Court. Is it Supreme Court judge? Somebody will correct me. I'm sure of it. The Republican Party probably paid off his bills, just like they did to Boebert, just like they do with anybody else. That's their bribe. We'll pay off all of your debt if you come do this for us. They literally have him in there to be what they want him to do. That's the thing about the Republican Party and how incredibly stupid they are. They think that they have somebody in there that they can manipulate, but once they get into that power, they don't realize that now they have power over them. And maybe this is what's coming through, is the reason why they're letting all this information out is because he betrayed Trump and did not take up the fraud case. Interesting. This is like payback. Oh well. Okay, there was that. Now let's go to Tucker Carlson. Let's see what he's up to. Thank you, Michelle. Yep, he lives for it. Tucker Carlson. Let's see what's going to happen with him. Oh, he's moving away. He's got to get out of this because he's moving from turbulence to calm, and the judgment on him is getting more profound and bigger. So he's got that going. Long journey, moving from turbulence to calm. This is also recovery from a near death, like near death. There's also the Six of Swords as well. Oh, he's also got the Ten of Swords. I don't think he's going to be doing very well. I think he's going to be removed. Another Judgment. There's Judge and Justice. There's a lot of the reason why he's going to leave is because of court reasons. People are suing him. People are bringing around a whole bunch of lawsuits against him. It's the reason why he's going to leave too. Judge, he had literally has judge and judgment around him. That's law. That's court cases. Temperance. Temperance is always, it'll bringing back balance to the situation. And the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles and Strength. That's a female judge. It's going to have strength over him. A female judge, which will be fitting. And to be honest with you, I hope it is one of our beautiful brown judges who take him out. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Because he also has the Ten of Swords and the Four of Cups, where he's being offered. You gotta go. He's gonna go. Yeah, because he's all tied up with his own ideas and his own. He did it to himself. Yep, he did it to himself. And then we have the Hierophant. Yeah, he did it to himself. He's going to go. That's good. Legal stuff is coming his way for sure. I want to look and see if the Fox News is going to be removed from. Let's see. Thank you, Randy. Aw. You're listening to your ride to work? Thank you. Now, there's so many charges with Flynn. Let's see if I can write Flynn down. All right, let's do Fox News real quick. I also wanted to read on Mississippi with the Roe and Wade also. Oh, yeah, I watched that. I have a TikTok account. If you want to go check that out, it's called the Tarot Card Chick. You can do that. I also have a little bit on there where the lady called in. I laughed so hard. That was so good. If you guys haven't seen that little clip, you gotta go see it. She acted as if, everything was good to go, and then she bombed him. That's what we need to do with all of them. We need to get abrased. We need to get our guts up to just, speak and just keep it up. Just keep going at them. Hi, honey. Hi, Nine's Corner. Nina's in the house. I'm going to add you as a moderator. Hi, Nina. She did drop the F-bomb on public forum. It was good stuff. All right, let's see. Where was I at? Fox News. Again, change of priorities. Withdraw. They're losing their clout. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. They're losing their clout, withdrawing, and then the heartbreak of it. Because they got in bed with the Trump. They were on the wrong side of the tracks. Mean and stingy. They're being accused of being very mean and stingy and losing money. This is neither making or losing. They're losing money. They're getting mental clarity. They're getting understanding of what is going on. They're getting way understanding. Look at that. Yeah, they are under fire. Wealthy people are coming after them. And they're doing the groundwork, like you are going to be held accountable. Oh, darn. I do believe that Fox News is coming to an end. Like, this is going to be the done deal of Fox News. Again, everything says that they are going down. Fox News is going to be done. Everything. And that's another hard prediction I'm going to sink my teeth into, because I'm feeling, and the cards are there, that they are literally losing everything they built up because of what they have done and what they have said, and all the lies and all of the lawsuits that are against them. And it's not just regular people like you and I are going after them. It's the wealthy people that are going after them, like the people who have the money to set forth lawsuits against them. If I was a celebrity who had millions and millions in the bank, I'd have one of them lawsuits against them. Absolutely. Hands down. Along with all the other little demons. I sure would. Okay. Who do we have next? I wanted to the Mississippi. Mississippi has brought forth a asking for the Supreme Court, is it? Somebody will correct me on this, to do away with Roe and Wade, the Abortion Act. Let's see. Let's see if what's going to happen with that. We're getting a lot of work done this morning, people. Lots of work. Jackie, I don't think Newsmax or anybody is going to take their place. I just don't feel that. I feel like anybody who Jackie, my girl Jackie, she just asked me if Newsmax or any of them were going to take their place, and I just went into the remote with that. I don't feel like I think anybody that connected themselves to the Republican Party and Trump, like wholeheartedly connected themselves, that's all crumbling. Remember, anything that Trump touches dies, and this is also another platform. So I don't feel like they're going to succeed at all either. So there's that. Gotta go to work. Bye, Dee Dee. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Shields. I hope everything, Witches Tarot, my goodness, I hope you're okay. Are you vaccinated? Because if you're vaccinated, at least you have a good chance. Thank you, Holly. All right, Roe and Wade. Well, at least it'll help. Even if you only had one of the shots, it'll still help. So my thoughts and light and love is with you, my dear. Roe and Wade. Well, another hard prediction. They're not going to succeed. I had the Queen of Swords right off the bat, where they're quick with the attention to detail, meaning they're going to look at every aspect of it. They're going to attention to detail. The Queen of Swords is in there, and this is somebody who's highly intelligent, knows the deal, what's going on. I also have the Queen of Cups, the emotional aspect of it. So we have the thinking woman, we have the creative woman looking at this. Like, they're not going to allow it. I can't make this stuff up. I have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. All women are going to be taking care of this. And the reason why I don't think they're going to go very far with that is because the cup runneth over, is they're going to keep it. Because I got the Ace of Cups. The emotional aspect of taking that away is going to be profound, and they're not going to allow it. So they're not going to get anywhere with that. I do think, Paulette, that we're probably going to have a booster shot, which is normal, because that's something that in the past, if you look in the last 100 years, if there was anything out there, they always had to have booster shots to keep up with that vaccine. I do believe that we're going to need a booster shot. And Justice is on the bottom. I don't think they're going to get anywhere with that Roe and Wade. The ladies will take care of it. Absolutely, Melinda. Absolutely. The ladies will take care of it. The women will fight for those rights. They're not going to get very far with it at all, it looks like. Okay, so we have now Christopher Wray. See where he's going. You know, the funny thing about Christopher Wray is I've always felt with him that he will do the right thing unless and until he needs to do it, do something wrong. And he will. He's always had that in him. And I think he has chosen the wrong path a few times, and that's what's going to take him out. Especially if you had over 4,000 complaints or information about Kavanaugh and never got looked at, and you didn't know about it. Really? Yeah. I have a friend that is totally against vaccines. Like, no, they're totally against that. And I look at her and I says, do you think that any of your ancestors took the vaccine so that you could be here right now? I'm pretty sure we can guarantee that her ancestors had taken the vaccine so that they could live. And we all made it right here, right now, because of vaccines. For those who cannot take it, I get it. I'm not talking about them at all whatsoever. Take care of yourself, take care of your health. I'm not even talking about the ones who cannot take it. But I do know a lot. Bye, Nine. Are you leaving? You got to go? Sorry, Sheila, I got to go. I have an appointment. All right, my dear. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. I'm not talking about them. However, I do have a couple of friends who are incredibly sick, and they took the vaccine and they came out of it okay. But, you consult your doctor, you do you. All the soldiers that have ever been in the military have been vaccinated. Did you guys know that? If because of them going out of state and all of that, they are always vaccinated, and they had no choice. When we went over to Germany as a family, every single one of us had to get vaccinated before we could fly into another country. In all the families, so if you had all the military men and women that are in the military, all vaccinated 100% of the time. All of the families, if you were traveling with your soldier to go to another country, vaccinated 100% of the time. There was no other way of doing it. So how did society and us get to the way we're at? A vaccination. Yep. All right. Christopher Ray. Christopher Ray. So they're going to come down pretty dang hard on Christopher Ray. Real hard. We have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups, meaning that whoever is investigating him, the King of Swords, the professional, the lawyer, they're coming down pretty hard on him. We also have the Page of Cups, which is that surprise. That surprise. They have surprises for him. They understand. They're seeing. Somebody's really, really doing some serious investigations. We also have the Two of Pentacles, finances and demands. The finances and the demands doesn't mean that it was all about money, but it was also that you were foolish in your decisions about your goings on, and you took it out. Like, did you get a payoff? Somebody pay you off to make this decision? Did you get a lot of money for this? What's going on, Mr. Christopher Ray? Because you were a foolish man, and you were a foolish man. We also have the Ace of Swords, cutting through the BS, getting to the truth. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is that standing your ground, challenging. So he's going to have to get a lawyer, standing his ground. He's going to be like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. However, the best part about this is judgment is coming down on him, and so is the Tower. He's going to be held accountable. One way or another, he's going to be held accountable with this. Judgment's coming down on them. Like, we're not going to put up with your BS no more. And it does look like he's going to have a serious Tower moment. He's going to be offered. He's going to take an offer. He's going to offer him, you either leave or we fire you. What do you want? What do you want for your resume? Either you leave or we're going to fire you. I can't imagine anybody being able to be employable after this public recognition. He'll get another job. He'll quickly get another job. Of course he will. There's always somebody out there that needs a corrupt FBI agent. Okay, so let's do Flynn. Well, he made some really foolish decisions. In the middle of a hard, dark night of the soul, advice. Yeah, honey, stick with it and walk through it. When you're going through a situation, when you have the dark side of your soul, when you have to do that, the best thing to do is to realize that you're an observer in your life, and you just observe the situation as is, and never try to manipulate it, never try to change the situation. You observe, this is horrible, this sucks, and you're going to stick with it. And that's the best part, because God makes good stuff out of the yucky stuff when you're going through the dark side of your soul. Spirit, God, universe, whatever, will always make good stuff out of the yucky stuff that you go through. So that's my advice to anybody who is going through the dark side of the soul situations. Hang in there, take a breath, everything is going to be okay. Nothing, and I do mean nothing, lasts forever. Nothing. So the energy will always change. Okay. Side notes. All right, let's do Flynn. Mr. Flynn. Mr. Flynn, how are we doing, Mr. Flynn? Mr. Flynn, did you just threaten our president? Let's see. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Rose. You're welcome. Hi, Rita. Mr. Flynn. Let's see what's going on with that demon. Let's see what we have. The Empress is showing up a lot this morning. So not very many bad cards for Mr. Flynn right now, but they're doing the groundwork, and he acted a fool. Of course, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Somebody's investigating him really right now. I also have the Four of Swords and the Chariot. That's going to be quick. They're going to shut him down with a quickness. But we also have Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords, meaning that he has enough money to get a high-powered lawyer. But justice is coming for his butt because I have the High Priestess and Justice. Justice is coming for him. He's going to be held accountable, but he does have plenty of money. He can hang out with the lawyers and the judges for quite some time. The withdraw from public recognition. The withdraw from public recognition. He's going to be taken out of the limelight for sure because of the High Priestess and the judgment coming for him. But he does, it does look like he'll be able to hang out with some rich lawyers for quite some time, actually, unfortunately. So, you know what I think? I think if you're a criminal and you've been convicted of a crime, especially if you have tons and tons of money, all of your money has to go to charity after that. You lose your money. I think that's what should happen. I also believe that all lawyers should be paid through the state. Nobody should be able to have a private lawyer because all lawyers should be on an even status. But then, those are my ideals. All right, who else we got? We've done a lot. Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows. Why can I give me a little information about Mark Meadows? I cannot get him in my mind of who he is and what he did. Mark Meadows. I know the name. I recognize it, but what's going on? Jackie, help me out. Give me a little information about Mark Meadows. Why can't I think of who he is? There would be a lot less lawyers, and the lawyers would be in there actually because they love being a lawyer instead of. He's a former chief of staff. What did he do? What are you wanting to know if he's going to be in trouble? Member of the Freedom Caucus. Okay. And General A-hole, of course. Well, I think that would eliminate any of the people who can't afford a lawyer. It could be just it's just what you get when you go in. It's automatically afforded to you. It said Italy changed the votes. Oh, Lord have mercy with this child. Here's a McCarthy twin. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's going on. He's a conspiracy type guy. Duck La Rouge. Okay. All right, let's just let's go ahead and just see what's going on with him then. Mark Meadows. Oh, he's the one with the glasses, doesn't he? He wears glasses. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on with him. Oh, they're definitely looking into him. Oh, yeah. The spotlight is on him, and he is really worried. The spotlight is on him. The sun is on him. The King of Cups, the investigation, and he is incredibly worried. He's incredibly worried. Not really. He's incredibly worried that he's going to lose his money. More than anything else. Oh, yeah, the judgment is coming. The withdrawal and the change of priorities. And the star underneath, they're going to look and see all of his difficult phases. They're going to check and they're going to see how his difficult phases. Let's see what else we have. He too has enough money to hold out for quite some time. Well, but the truth is going to come out of his connection with all of it, all of the insurrection and everything. Because he's definitely tied up with it. He is absolutely tied up with the insurrection. The truth is coming out about that. There's no doubt in my mind that he was a person of influence in the insurrection. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess as well. He was pretty high up in the decision making, and he was the strength behind a lot of the things. Yep. He sure was. He was definitely a wingman for the insurrection and what was going on. Let me see. Let me see something. Okay, I want to see what his future. Yeah. Ho ho. So I wanted to see that he threw his magic. He had the strength. He literally was a powerhouse in the insurrection. It's saying it over and over and over. He was definitely somebody who had a lot of things. And we also have the Five of Pentacles, or that financial hardship he's going to go through. And we also have the fear and the anxiety about losing his money, because he's losing a lot of money. And he really could care less about anything other than losing his money. But he was definitely a powerhouse in the insurrection process. He kind of knew. Let me see. Yeah. Again, the cards are telling me he had a lot of strength and power in that whole situation. I will look at August 13th. Let's look at August 13th. I will look at August 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. How's that? Let's do that. And the 15th, well, we do 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, and 17. So we'll do all that whole week. Thank you, Marcia. Let's do that. So we have, let's look at the whole August, and then we'll get out of here. We've been on here for an hour and a half. I have medicine I gotta give my doggies, or one dog, one senior citizen. Her hips are getting pretty bad, so she's on a glucosamine and a little bit of a painkiller for her hips. I give to her every morning. All right, we'll do 12 on up to August 17th. How about that? So we have 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. Uh-oh. The 17th, the 18th, kind of fighting. Craftsmanship. They're working on another fight. They're working on another way to fight the government. So the King of Wands for the 12th, born leader, somebody is definitely doing that. The 13th is the childhood memories, harmony. They're creating the plan. The King of Swords and the Justice. They literally, yeah, if there's anything that's going to happen on the 17th or the 18th, it's going to be around the 17th or the 18th for some reason. Not necessarily the 13th. But Temperance is there. The world is going to be watching of the fear and the betrayal. They're delusional. And there's strength behind the United States. Their delusion, they're going to shut it down. They're going to be silenced. Again, see, look. If there's any other cards that could ever come out for how they're going to get shut down, the United States has the strength. We also have the Seven of Cups because they're delusional people. They're crazy people. We also have coming back. They're going to be going back into the shadows, and that'll be the end. The end. We're done. So whatever they have planning, they are planning. They are planning another try. There's absolutely no way of looking at it. I'm so sorry. But they are going to do another try. But this is their end result in the try. Remember that. It's done. Done. The United States has the stress, that has the power. Because the world and the moon showed up. The world means that we're all going to get involved in this shutting it down, including the power that we have of our country. Well, there you go. There it is, people. Lots of work we got done today. Lots and lots of information. Definitely hit the like button. Get that up there. I thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this. We definitely did a lot. Lots and lots of people. So let's do an overall reading of the next, August, September, October, November, and December. Till the end of the year. Let's do that, and then we'll get out of here. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay, we have August, September, October, November, and December. Harmony is restored in December. Harmony. The love comes through in November. The love. We also have Temperance in the cup. Wishes fulfilled. We're doing really well. There's still something happening in September or in October, which brings about the love and the moving from turbulence to calm. But there's definitely something in September. Temperance shows up in September again. The burden. Yeah. Burden of responsibility. I have a feeling that if I am September, October, there really, really are going to be some serious evidence out. It's going to be profound and big. It's going to be big. So. I don't know either. There's that personality that we have always had forever and ever, that somebody wants to dominate another person. I don't know what that is either. Whatever it is, but it's gonna be tough. We're gonna get through it, and we're gonna be better for it. So I just want to leave you with that. Now you can go back to your pickles. Thanks, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful, what is today, Tuesday? So, yay. Bye, everyone.